we are going to do. Is this thing not on? Where's the. What the fuck is this thing? Dude, so dumb. Okay.
I
I
seem
seem
like
like
such a
such a
rookie.
rookie.
This
This
is,
is,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
everybody.
everybody.
Okay. Well, my microphone isn't working, but I think my earphones are working. Is it still no sound, folks? Are you still not getting sound? Okay. That seems like it's working. Okay, good to go. Producer buddies, am I live on am I still wait, that's not what I want to do. God, this is so fucking complicated. Ugh. I'm so frustrated, you guys. Okay. Fuck. Fuck Instagram. How about that? How about that? How about we say fuck Instagram and let's just focus. Let's just focus, you guys. Um, am I on TikTok? My producer buddies. This is very embarrassing. You're on TikTok. It's a okay. Let me try this one more time, you guys. I swear to God, it's gonna get better than this. Oh man, now I'm just probably showing you guys all my messages, aren't I? Nope, it's still that. That's what I want it to be. The right people are seeing the right things. I will be starting in 1 second. I'm just not going to do Instagram again. I don't know why it's so complicated, but it crapped out. Am I horizontal on the TikTok or am I vertical on TikTok? Whatever. I don't know. All right, everybody. I don't care anymore. I've tried, but I'm a boomer apparently. I'm just booming. I'm a big I'm a big boomer. It's a tragedy. Horizontal on TikTok. I was vertical. I don't know, you guys. I had it. I had it figured out. I had the other stuff figured out, but there's nothing else you can do about it. I don't know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear everything. Let's see if you can. Well, let's not go here for sound. Let's go. I'm going to be banned for showing this map? Alright, I'll move on. Jesus Christ. Really? Alright, let's look. Rome's Juicy Spa. Is there video? I just wanted to see if I had sound. Okay, we'll get off this. There we go. Would I really be banned? It seems like that's all over the news. I'm not showing you guys you know, you know, details we haven't seen. Um, but I thought we would talk about other famous locations. Yeah, so that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Welcome to MapQuest, by the way. This is MapQuest. I'm Andy Haynes. This is where we fuck around and we look at Google Maps and we walk around the world. And I was kind of, obviously there's been one story this week, and apparently, as of tonight, like a few moments ago, uh, Jimmy Kimmel was pulled from the air, apparently, which is kind of dark times. Um, but I wanted to look around at other, I guess the theme would be other places that bad things like this have happened. Ooh, look at that. They got the Eames recliners. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. But I will. I don't understand why we wouldn't talk about it. It's the biggest. Are you not allowed to talk about it? Do we live in fucking Russia? Am I allowed to swear anymore? Or is that against our our Christian values? Thank you, Zhang. I appreciate that. This is the Washington Hilton where I forgot the name of the dude, but this is where he tried to get Reagan, and it didn't work. But he was doing it to impress Jodie Foster. I think we all know the story. But I can't. Ruben, is it? Of course, it's contentious right now. But what am I going to kowtow to the people that don't come to my comedy shows? Uh, I think we need an updated emote too. But this is DC. This isn't very interesting, but this is the place where Reagan got, but he survived. So it's not that dark. It's not like the other place. Um, should we go to St. George, Utah, where Tyler, what's his name, is from? Let's look at stuff around here. You guys want to see my old apartment? I honestly like the 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 Kimmel stuff is just so depressing, that we've actually like I hate being like a lib, and like we keep on getting to this place where it's like you have to go like, hey, are you happy that your podcast, you know you can say gay and retard on it, and now our president is handpicking what late night shows are appropriate. Manifest 001 Adams Morgan. This used to be my apartment building, I think, right here. This is when I moved to DC. I lived in this building right here. A couple other people live it. I know. But that's the thing, Ruben. It's like I don't like being cringe like that. I don't like being like, "Oh, it's happening," and like whatever, like how would I say it? Like you make a big deal out of the thing that is like not happening. You're overreacting. You're the meme of what is it? Liberal lady this one. This is who you are. But oh god, I lost it. DC map isn't showing. What the fuck is showing? Okay, I don't understand what's happening. I'm kind of confused. DC map. I'm looking at my OBS. Screen share isn't working? What's showing? I'm losing my mind. Why is this so complicated? How? I don't understand how. I'm not. It's still the Utah map? I'm not on the Utah map on anywhere on my computer. Okay. Okay. Now I see you guys. Are we there? Are we there? Give me a what's up if we're there. This is so frustrating because I look like such a rube and we've done like 3 or 4 practice runs and every fucking time every time you fucking hit go, it's like actually none of the shit you just practiced actually works. None of it actually works, and you've done a hate crime somehow. Somehow you've done illegality. This is my first apartment in DC. Uh, I literally thank you, Bobby. Um, I literally was just like I'm gonna you know um, visit my dad in DC, and then I got a job here at the DC Improv, which is right here. There's the DC Improv. Let's see if somebody's geo. Ooh. Can you guys hear that audio? Can people hear that audio this time? We tried so hard. We tried so hard. We tried so hard. Let me know if you heard the audio from the video. I know you can hear me, but could you hear the audio from the video? I'll wait. Whatever. You guys are stalling out, and I don't know what's happening. Let me look at my OBS. Don't think so. Okay. Okay. Well, I've tried so many times. I have no idea. This is the dumbest thing for how hard it is, but I'm just going to go on with it because I'm not having fun when I just try to do this technical shit. And I've done 4 or 5 fucking run-throughs to make this shit work, and it does not work. If OBS is watching, if the CIA is watching, if the CIA is watching because I talked about the biggest piece of news and I just looked up a map on Google, please, I know you guys have somebody inside at OBS because, it's like you have to fucking probably watch every move and reverse engineer Hassan Piker's um, apartment. I'm sure you guys are all over that place. I'm sure you guys have fucking electric bugs that look like mosquitoes that can monitor us now. But could you talk to the OBS people and ask why it's so hard to click the share with audio browser? Let me try one more time. Restart. Okay. Okay. Dude, Ruben, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he cares much. I think he's pretty checked out. I'm done with this technical bullshit. Button on the browser when sharing to stream? I don't know. I don't know. I hate this all. I hate this all, and it's hard, and it's annoying because I look like a boomer. That's what I look like. Let's go around. This is the DC Improv. This is where I first worked when I got to DC, and I also worked at this place. This is actually the first place that I worked. I worked at a little place called Trist. I was the barista here, and there was, I swear to God, you guys, I swear to God. So DC has this huge Ethiopian population, um, and they come from all over Ethiopia. And there's one section of I think it's called Tigrinya. I know Tigrinya is like where is the name of the language that they speak there. But there's like an area called um, there's a video or there's an area called Tigrinya. There was like a big war there last year, and the Ethiopian like central military like decimated people and did that shit. But there was this guy, I think his name was Yarrick, and Yarrick. This is where I was a barista. It was like one of those like kind of like intense. Yeah, right there. See that? This right here, that was my job. But this place was like popping off, and it was cool. It would like fill up with like people from embassies and college kids and things like that. But this guy Yarrick was he was a barista, and then I think he got fired because he was like literally insane. He probably had some kind of like you heard that audio? Ha! Okay, that's not to you. That's not to you. God damn, this is so embarrassing. Well, one of my producer friends who's watching this, will you see what's coming out on TikTok? Will you let me know if this is? I don't think it's the right thing, but we'll see.
Thank you.
So, anyways, Yarrick, I'm so ADD. Yarrick got fired, but he still hung out there every day. Yarrick would like hang out, and he would wear like kind of fatigues. He was like a really tall, skinny dude, and he started to like slowly get more and more insane. He smoked a lot of pot, which pot is not like a big deal drug, but if you have schizophrenia or bipolar, it is. And he one time he was getting more and more like kind of like threatening and like intimidating. And one time he straight up like stood outside of those doors right there. He stood outside of those doors, and he was looking directly at me while I was working the counter. And I swear to God, he had his arms out like this. He was just staring directly at me, right? Just like this. And he was covered in birds. He was the bird lady. He didn't cover himself with seeds. He somehow conjured birds. He conjured birds, which is not intimidating. You're not intimidated by a guy covered in birds. That's not like a scary thing. But when it kind of seems like he controls the birds, that's when you're like, that's not good. So that was my very first job in DC when I was like 9 months into doing stand up. And this place right here, every day on Sunday they would have. Oh my God, my wife is in the chat. My wife is in the fucking chat. Can you guys believe that? Ruben, speaking of James Baker, I'm not gonna yell anymore. But they had this like drum circle thing here, which sounds very lame, right? It's like a drum circle. We know that sounds lame. I'm not a jerk, but it was like not white people. It was like African and like Caribbean dudes, and you would come out here, and they would have West African dancing too, like right up here. And I don't know. I smoked a lot of pot at that time. I thought it was pretty cool. But that's my first life in DC. Let's go to the airport in Manila, since the theme is that's the worst 6 words in a podcast. Drum circle? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Drum circle? Manila airport. This is all over the place. But okay, so this is interesting, right? So, yeah, my wife is in the podcast. We used to have a podcast together. But this place right here, the Nino Aquino, I don't know how to say it. Aquino, a keynote speaker. He was kind kind of a like a what do you call that? Like a challenger to the Marcos regime. The Marcos were the dictators in the Philippines, and he was living in exile. And then you know that thing how when a challenger is like the same thing happened with that guy in Russia, Alexander, whatever his name was, the guy he died in Siberia or whatever. But they're like, I'm going back. I'm gonna go back, and I'm just gonna be there, and they're gonna have to arrest me. And the thing about dictators and just like totalitarian psychopaths is they will do that. They will do that. And so this right here, Aquino International Airport, he got off the plane right somewhere in here, and he was shot. He was shot immediately. He was shot on the tarmac as he got off this plane, which is, I don't know, you guys. I'm not trying to be dark here. I know that a lot of shit's going on this week. I know we're all scared, all right? I know we're so divided. But can we all get together on, if I get shot somewhere, please don't name that place after me? That is not how I want to be remembered. You know? I don't want, if I get murdered in a subway station, please don't name that station after me. Leave it at 145th. Don't change it to the Andy Haynes Memorial, whatever you call it. The Andy Haynes Memorial Station, I think, is what I was trying to go for. Oh God, it's dark times over here. Anyways, nobody's chatted for a while. Are we still on? Canadian bacon? You feel safe? Oh, because you're in Canada. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That was a great Bill Hicks joke back in the day. He was talking about how like that's the last thing that Jesus would want to see, and he said that's like if you saw Jackie Onassis and you were like thinking.
I figured out what's happening. Can I tell you what's happening?
What?
The live is delayed.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That was a great.
So you're responding to the chat, like the chat's coming in, and like 2 minutes after you've moved on. So you keep responding to the chat, but they're talking about something that happened like 2 minutes ago. So you're confusing yourself.
The chat's really delayed, or
Yeah.
what I'm seeing is really delayed.
No, what I'm seeing on the live is delayed from what I'm hearing from you in the living room.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just confusing yourself.
Okay.
So unless you know what the chat is talking about, don't respond to it. Just keep talking like a psychopath. Just trying to help.
You guys, Rosebud just came in here. You just saw it. You probably just heard it. She just came in here and she dressed me down. She dressed me right down. Man, why is the chat so delayed? I'm getting off this. I gotta find another way to look at this chat. Alright, I'm just not gonna respond to the chat. I wanna respond to you guys, but because OBS is like a fucking asshole, I'm just not gonna do it again. I'm so annoyed. There's always a fucking issue. Anyways, here we are. I'm not going to respond to the chat. I'm sorry, guys, but you're too delayed. So I love you, and I want you to just enjoy this. Thank you, Bobby Brown. I'm having fun. I do love this. Okay, guys. This is what we live for. We were at a Popeyes. I want you guys to know this. We're at a Popeyes. We're at a Popeyes in Manila. And wakey breaky Popeyes coffee. That's what's happening here. What is this Popeyes? Have you guys ever seen a Popeyes that looks like this? What is this Apple Store Popeyes? It's very nice. Why is the Philippines getting a nicer... They got apple pie? Cinnamon apple pie? Can you get some... I haven't eaten fast food since the 90s, so I don't know. That's not a humble brag either. I'm just trying to live forever. But let's look at this.
All right, Nate. Nate, breakfast at Popeyes. I got the pancake ham sandwich and the pancake chicken sandwich. See what's on that? It's got pancake. Oh, they even put bacon on it. Okay. That's cool. But you can also get chicken strips for breakfast. I didn't know that.
I think you're not supposed to. GD stuff 78. I don't think you're supposed to get chicken strips for breakfast. Also, is somebody else with you? And I love. Please reduce volume on video. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, that's audio input capture. Okay, I'm bringing that way down. Way down. Way down. Way down. Mike Ox. Yeah, it looked pretty gross. It was a pretty gross looking sandwich. Let's see. Let's see this. Good Stuff 78. Do you think Good Stuff 78? Okay. See, this is why we do this. You guys, this is the whole reason we do this. This man, he's shown us everything. He's going to the Tesla Museum in what appears to be Niagara Falls. I don't know why. And this is Good Stuff 78. He looks like he was probably born in 78. He's a reviewer of Popeye's breakfast sandwiches. Why is there no volume? Did I turn my own volume down? I want to hear this. Why did we do this, Andy? Because of this. Oh, why can't I hear you? Did I turn my own... Did I do this to myself? Because I want to hear what these guys are saying. I'm going to have to hire... What's Rosebud saying? I don't know what Rosebud is saying, but... This is frustrating. But because this is what we do it for. I want to hear you, man. But I didn't turn my volume down. You guys, I'm not this stupid. I know it seems like I'm one of the dumber people on earth. But why can't I hear this stuff now? Because it was so good earlier. Okay, we have to go back. Did I turn the volume off on... Oh. That's why. Okay, Rudy and Anthony, I know you guys are watching this. Why is this so hard? Why can't this just work? Why is this like running a producer's studio? My wife is back.
I literally can't handle watching this. It's really hard to watch. Okay? I love you so much. I support you. I'm having a hard time.
What? You guys, I've tried so hard. I tried so hard to do this. Get out of here. I want you to go away. Do you know how hard I've tried to set this up?
Yes, it's so bad. No, I can attest to the fact that you've done like 4 trial runs, like as if this was a trip to the moon.
You don't understand.
You've missed putting our kid to bed at least 4 different times to run this. And the whole time, you're just asking them what's going wrong. They don't know.
I know. Nobody knows. I am doing everything right.
Just stop responding to every single comment about something being too loud.
Okay.
There's 9 people.
Okay,
They
well
can
you don't have
figure
to.
it
You
out.
don't have to.
They can
You don't have to
figure it
bring up
out.
the numbers. You don't have to belittle me.
Okay. No, there's gonna be more.
Yeah.
You know, but
When we
as
actually.
long as it doesn't keep sounding like this.
Thank you, Ruben. Okay, so I know what happened. I know what happened, you guys. So I went to this guy's page, and I want you guys to know. Here, we're going. Okay. Okay. Where is this guy's shit? Because this guy was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You think I'm too quiet now? I'm going back to. I'm telling you. Oh, God. Okay. This is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But whatever. I don't care. Okay. So here we are. We're in Popeyes in Manila. This guy, I don't know how to. Obviously, I don't know how to do any of this. Obviously, this is a complete disaster. I was on such a high too. I ran 5 miles today. I got so much done. I bought the new DJI Mic 3. I got the a gimbal for my phone. I was like, I'm nailing stuff. I'm 178 pounds. It's like I'm feeling it. You know, I made dinner for my family. I felt like I was really. Ruben, I haven't had a Popeyes breakfast sandwich since I've never had a. I don't eat meat. I'm practically vegan. I would probably die if I ate a Popeyes. Do you think people in the Philippines know what Louisiana is? Let's see. This is nice. I love. This is a thing that they still do. Thank you, Zhang. I appreciate that. Love that chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes. This is what was I gonna say? Like in other countries, our fast food restaurants are considered kind of nice and kind of expensive sometimes. Like I remember I went to a Pizza Hut in San Salvador. Shout out Rudy Crown, and it was like more expensive than normal restaurants there. And it was also like this. It was like sit down. Can you imagine going to, hey everybody, you want to go to Popeyes? You guys want to go down to Popeyes? Ooh, it's in a nice building. It's in a colonial building. How's this next to the airport? Okay. Again, this is why we do this. Please deliver. Okay. I forgot the thing about how we're not supposed to actually show videos of kids. Okay. This Popeyes was good though. This Popeyes delivered. We got that sweet review. Let's see what Club United is. Does Club United have some? Nah. They don't have what we want. Soylent Popeyes. That's right. Magallanes. Okay, we're in Pasay City. Anybody been to the Philippines? I would kind of like to go to the Philippines. Okay, this looks good. Screen is first. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciating that. Can you guys hear this? I love taking this video and then being like, hey mom, let me know if you guys... Was that all? None of that worked? No, that's the Philippines. That's the Philippines. Okay. Can you guys imagine this? Hey, mom, while you... She's eating with a glove. I can't look at the chat, but I have to keep the chat open. I mean, this is... I hope somebody supercuts this and I get just like... I hope the streaming community at large like supercuts this to all the failures that have happened during it. I tried so hard. Everybody just keeps letting me know that it's not working, and then I go and I fix it, and then you're like, hey, it's not working. Oh my god. I know, red flag, but you're supposed to be able to respond to the chat. I'm gonna probably die. This is usually really fun. Okay. This looks good. I don't mean to be xenophobic at all. Try a little bit less, buddy. But I will say that Filipino food has been one of the harder ones for me to get behind. And I'm sure it's delicious if you eat pork and all this stuff, if you're not like me, with like a barely, like a sort of vegan person. But, oh man, imagine you show up to the hut, you show up to the restaurant, and they're just like, we don't wash the dishes, but we do put a plastic bag around them every time. I'm sure somebody's offended by that, but, I mean, that's... Hot foods in plastic bags? Philippines. We're still in the Philippines, guys. We're still in the Philippines. Imagine this is your view from the restaurant. And then, hey, we don't actually have dishwashers. Ooh. See what I'm saying? Like this? I don't know. Keep the flies inside. Let's go to the nice part of town. I've completely lost all control of this, the entire thing. I was going to go to all the different places where there was all the different political things. I started out right away. Rudy or Ruben was like, I cannot believe you're talking about this. You're going to get in trouble. And then, ooh, Letitia's garden. And then I just listened to all you guys, and you really, Aroma Beach. That doesn't sound good. Ooh. Aroma Beach? I don't want to go to Aroma Beach. That does not look like a fun beach to go to. That looks like a gross beach. I don't think the aroma's good. Can you imagine your friends like, hey, beach day, and then you just go to this? Hey guys. Also, somebody took a picture of this, and they were like, gotta geotag that, gotta get that up. This guy. I'm probably being a jerk. By commenting on this, but this girl right here, she says she has no filter, so I don't feel too bad about it. Somebody hop on the chat pretty soon to tell me something I'm doing wrong. Okay. Okay. That's fun. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get you guys back. Okay. Can you guys tell me in the chat if you hear this? Because this is...
Ayan na naman po siya mga kapatid. Sa aming dilikasan, baha din.
I'm waiting for the delay on the chat. but I want to see if you guys heard that, because it sounded funny. I can't imagine being that nonchalant. Hear it, yeah.
Ayan na naman po siya mga kapatid. Sa aming dilikasan, baha din.
I wish I knew some DJs. I want some DJs to sample that.
Ayan na naman po siya mga kapatid. Sa aming dilikasan, baha din.
There we go. This guy. He's at a rum beach. This is actually a meeting. This is a meeting to see if you can fix. This guy's stoked about his babe. They went down to Aroma Beach. He said, "Hey babe, would you like to go to Mud Beach? Would you like to go to the beach that smells?" Ooh. Let's see if anybody's hiked this. This is a volcano. Beautiful. Sunset on Mount Marivelas. Mount Marivelas. They're hiking. Not enough said about this. I know. I love that. I love that little saying. If somebody knows Khaled, tell him to acknowledge the genocide in his home country or his motherland. I don't know. And also to get that beat to him. I love that this guy's like, beautiful sunset. Let's put on children's birthday carnival techno. Nice little waterfall. Oop. Take a picture of me sitting under the bendy tree, you guys. Hell yeah. Rogier Gavami. You know he's stoked off his DJI. Do you think this is DJI? Everybody subscribe to Sky. What's it? Sky Vista Drifts. He needs the views. He's really putting in a lot of work. He's curating classical music. Whoa. I mean, look at the strength on this lady. She climbed those vines to take that picture. I gotta go. Oh, you mean, yeah. I know people go looking at all that stuff. I think this is better. I don't want to see I don't want to solve legends. I want to see the dumbest videos that people make. I want to see children's birthdays. Here, let me show you guys something. Just so you guys know how good this can get. Because I feel like I really haven't delivered this episode, and some of you guys are new to MapQuest. But Cameron, don't you worry. Don't you worry at all. Let's see. Alexandria Zoo. Okay. We're in. This is the type of stuff we find. You see what I'm saying? We get bears. The reason why I went to Alexandria Zoo is I did see one of the best things I've ever seen at the Alexandria Zoo. I don't know if the video is too old. Here's a guy messing with a hyena, probably. Dude, that gate looks way too casual for the hyena. Zoos are kind of depressing, but you guys are gonna like this when I get to it. This video is funny. Work is for suckers, Cameron. Where is this video? The last time I did MapQuest, when I had a producer who made everything work. We came to this Alexandria Zoo and we were like looking. They maybe took it down. They had camels having sex. It was pretty funny. We were like, "What's this video?" And then it was just camels having sex. Oh man, I've been going to zoos a lot lately. This kid, apparently you're just, he stepped over the bar. Kidding me? Arrest that kid. I'm not mad at you guys, Rudy. I'm saying that I used to have a live producer. I used to just film myself. And then a guy did, this guy, Adam Levin, who left me for Bad Hasbro. Which, by the way, he should have. Yes. Look at this. Mo Salah 2 with the Joker. You guys seeing this? Alexandra Zoo account. Mo Salah 2, Egyptian. He can do it. But he has the Heath Ledger's Joker up here in his avatar. I like this guy. We got a hawk. We got some. Ooh, I like a hippopotamus. But, hey guys, what's up? Peace. But we just try to find dumb stuff. That's all we try to find. Tub full of snakes. You know, why not? All right, we're gonna find one dumb video and then we're gonna move on to a new location. This has been a disaster. Yeah, it does. It's a good pod, and they know what they're doing. They're not having disastrous results like Andy Haynes. I'm gonna hire. Ooh. That does not look scary. I don't care that it's not going that fast. No, we're in Egypt.
MC Gavin!
This is a good way to lose a kid. I'm gonna be honest.
MC Gavin!
I do not trust the OSHA standards of the Alexandria Egypt Zoo. What? They're letting the kids poke the lions? I bet you at other zoos, I do like a hippopotamus, Cameron. Sketch third world. But can you imagine, because like every time something happens at a zoo in the Western world, it's like news. Like when the guy tried to jump into the tiger cage or whatever it was a couple years ago, and then there was that alligator attacked a kid at Disney World or Disney World in Florida. But I mean, that stuff just must happen all the time in these places, because I mean, I guess a zoo employee, and he's just poking a lion. He's letting this kid just poke a lion in the mouth. Maybe he's feeding him. Maybe it's not as negative as that. That doesn't look safe. Not one bit. We're in Egypt, everybody. I had an emotional breakdown. My wife had to come in here and tell me to stop. And I think she meant comedy. Let's get out of those parts. Let's see what's up with Thessaloniki. Ooh. Let's see. Did anybody? Yes. You gotta geotag the agriculture at the Thessaloniki Lidl. You gotta show, hey, you guys, they have one of the greatest arrays of cabbage. You gotta go to the Lidl there. Lidl? I don't know. Show us. Nice. It's kind of nice. I haven't been to Greece. Kind of looks on the up and up. Your sister-in-law? Random. That is, or Cameron. That is the most random thing I've ever heard. Ooh. Okay. Who wants to bet? Desponia Asquita has geotagged this video. Do we think this is an what is this gonna be? Yep. The foyer, a couple people. Yeah. We gotta get Gramps going out to the... Does he know this man? Okay, I'm just gonna follow you. Sir? Did you pay for all that? I'm gonna need to see your receipt. I am filming this. Okay, let's see what this is. Why? This is the thing, you guys. I know this is not that titillating, but why? What is this video for? I know you can say the same thing about what is this stream for, but why did somebody upload this? Hey, if you guys want to see 10 seconds of kind of the breakfast / tea area of the Lidl in Thessaloniki, Linky, whatever it is, I got it. I got it right here. Just go to my Google account, and I got it all up on there. Let's see these prices. How many euros? See, that's one thing. If anybody's a parent on here, I will say this: the baby products, and actually everything in Europe, is such a more reasonable price. I don't know why, and I'm sure that people could like argue lots of stuff, but this is Menachem Aqua. But the diapers, you know, it's like in America you spend like $38 for 40 diapers, and in Europe it's like, nah, dude, that's $7 because they're diapers. Look at these deals. Here's what I'm thinking, guys. We all get on a plane. We pack 3 suitcases. We buy Delta Comfort so that we're allowed to pack them for free, and we get these deals, and we come back and we make a profit. You guys don't know how big of an L I've taken tonight because my wife watched the stream, and now when I'm like, hey, I have to go do my stream, my wife is going to be like, that's why you can't put the baby to bed? Because of this? This is important. Despoina Skita really, Despoina Skita, she wanted us. I don't know why. Somebody translate this. I've got 36 eggs. That's what it says. I've got 36 eggs. Damn, how pissed would you be if you were like, bought eggs at the grocery store and they hadn't washed the feathers off? Come on, get out of here. This is fun for me. I know you guys are probably like, why are we doing this? But I'm having fun. Let's see. Nightclub. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go nightclub. Nightclubs, I'm going to tell you this. Nightclubs always have a good amount of trap basement. Yes. Trap basement. Please give us Greek trap music. Please give us... Okay. It's pretty bad. It is dumb. I know it is dumb. I know it's dumb, Rosie.
Give me a little something to remember. Try to make love for the spinner. Put you drop a nigga like Kimber. Looking like a right.
Can you... They're in Greece. Why are they listening to Cardi? You guys, that is... Come on. You get it. That's silly. Also, I can't read their alphabet. Speaking of silly. Ooh. Vogue Club. Lucifer Strip Club. Let's see what kind of videos come up on this. Oh my god. Can you imagine the type of criminality that's gone down in this little area? Okay. I don't think they're allowed to show the stuff. It's terrifying. Lucifer. Why? That just dawned on me. You want to go to a place called Lucifer? Seems dangerous. No, this one's not delivering. I did like Trap Basement, but it wasn't enough. Soul Shakers. Okay, let's see what we can. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it, you guys. We're going to X out of this, X out of that, and we're going to get out on the streets. We're going to get right down on the streets, and we're going to see what's going on. Oh, this is nice. Ooh. Okay. Every time I see Greece, they're having some kind of like austerity riot. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you guys are big on EU economics. Rudy will go to. The Europeans love these kind of garbage cans. They love to put 9 of them together. And Louis C.K. has a great bit about it. I'm not going to murder it. What is going on? This is, I'm going to say it's a nice town. Good running town. This guy, he's got his coffee. He's walking in the street. Look at this dude. Tommy jeans with glasses. This guy's an uncle who has, he's been divorced 8 times. What's up with this restaurant? Okay. Yes. This is what we want. Sure. This is how many food. You know what? Actually, on the next episode of, those do look like some pretty bomb dolmas. It all looks way better than the Filipino food that we were looking at in plastic bags. I mean, like, holy shit, would that be good? But I'm going to show you guys how gross. So we went. I know that it's considered good food, but me and Rudy, I'll show you guys what we did. We flew in to here, into Biarritz, and then we drove over to, where's Lord's? I think it's down here. Where's Lord's? Anyways, we drove to Lord's. Isn't this where Lord's is? Is it the fuck out here? Okay, so we drove. Damn, it was way farther than I thought. We drove from here to Biarritz. We drove down here to Lord's. And then we drove over this to Jaca. We came down into Jaca. And then we drove up to Pamplona. And then we drove over to Bilbao. Well, not Bilbao. We drove to San Sebastian. And what they didn't tell us is there was a festival in San Sebastian. So it literally took us an hour and a half to park. And the whole reason we were going to San Sebastian was, well, Rudy probably doesn't want me to give this away, but there's 9 of you guys. We were trying to get something, and it was going to close, and there was this festival, and we were like, hey, we need to park. And both of us can, Rudy's fluent in Spanish. I can speak a little bit of Spanish. And they were still like, fuck you. You're not parking here. Go fuck yourself. But so we went to San Sebastian. Beautiful town. Really, I mean, I spent 6 hours there. Yes, she did. It's funny because it's where they saw the Virgin Mary in Lourdes. But we went to this restaurant. I want to show you guys. I know that people like this. Like Anthony Bourdain went to San Sebastian. He was like, "This is the greatest food in the world," or something like that. But I think it was right here. Let me see. Yeah, we went here, right? So this is where we went. Pull up this restaurant. I want to see this restaurant. Okay, whatever. What's it called? Yeah, it's no, motherfucker. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it. But okay, great. Now my screen's frozen. You son of a bitch. Okay. So we go to this place, and everybody's talking about how great the food is. And yeah, here it is. I think it's this one. Is this it? No, that's like a nice restaurant. I promise this is worth it. Yeah. Okay. So this looks way better. I mean, this isn't even close. I I wish I could find that place, Rudy. Where is it? I mean, it was so gross, the food. This is an example, but this actually looks way better than how this was. It was all behind a glass case, and every single piece of food was like this. It was like a piece of bread, and then they were like, we put squid on it, and then we filled the squid with ground egg, and then we broiled it in the broiler with hot cheese on it. So it'd be like seafood, egg, and cheese. And then, yeah, we'd put a piece of pork on top of it. And I eat seafood, so, dude, the food was so warm. I cannot stress enough how warm the food was. I can't. And it was all just this nightmare. Here, this guy's going to show. This right here, what you're looking at right there, that's a sea urchin. And it's got, like, baked aioli on it. The Basques, they're good people. I mean, see what I'm talking about? It's too much. It's too much. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact that that little omelet right there is room temperature. That omelet is room temperature, and it's for some reason it's got whitefish in it. And it's all just sitting on these counters, and everybody's like, this is the greatest food in the world. I got to get down to Basque Country. And you're like, me and Rudy eats meat. And he was like, we both got some. But this music's good. Feeling that? I have to get out of here pretty soon, you guys, because my wife's watching and making fun of me. Yeah, I mean, it just sits in these, and this is like 10 times nicer than the bar we were at. I really can't believe we can't find that bar, Rudy. I want to say it was right here. I want to say, was it right here? No. No, it was right here.